You are listening to Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast with your host, Michael Peterson.
Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast, and today is Thursday, March 27th, 2025, and isn't it a great time to be alive? If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, then head on over to hellocupcakeitsme.com to give the blog some love, and then check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/hellocupcakeitsme, to check out the videos that are updated every Wednesday and Saturday. Make sure you also follow me on all the different socials and check out my book, Carpe Diem Scroto, 365 Daily Affirmations, at www.cdsthebook.com. So, what the hell is going on with everyone? If you have been following along with the Wednesday and Saturday videos, you will know what's kind of going on with me. But on the off chance that you have yet to get over to YouTube, my biological mom passed away just a few days after my 44th birthday. So that was a wonderful birthday present. And it's kind of strange how I'm processing everything. And it's even stranger still that I'm getting, like, people are getting mad at me for how I'm not processing. You know, like, oh, well, your mom died, so you must be sad. I'm like, no, that's not how that works. Oh, well, just wait. It's going to hit you. You're going to be sad. You're going to be upset, blah, blah. Like, maybe, maybe not. You know, I'm sorry that I'm not more, like, torn up by her passing, but you don't get to dictate, like, how I grieve. Like, sorry, not sorry, but yeah, fuck you also at the same time. So, I've been dealing with that, and today I had my ART therapy session, and that has left me feeling a certain kind of way about life in general. Not any one thing in particular, just kind of loopy, I guess, is the best way to put it. And as soon as I got out of my therapy appointment, I decided, you know what, I'm going to go to the dollar store and get myself a Rubbermaid container. Now, for the last 3 weeks, or at least since they've been open, they've had these goddamn Rubbermaid containers for $3 and $5. And they've had them in gray, black, and clear. What did they not have today? Any fucking Rubbermaid containers. And so I was kind of upset and pissed off about that. But what they did have is this really nice purple Chanel yarn. So I picked up 3 skeins of that, and I have been knitting again. And I got myself, for my birthday, I bought it for myself, you know, had to do a little niceties for myself, but I got myself a knitting machine. It's not the exact brand that I wanted. The one that I want is called the Aldi Express King or something like that. But that's like $149, and I just don't got that type of monies. I mean, I could come up with it, but it only if I was going to, like, turn this into a business, and I don't do anything that I want to. Like, if I have to turn it into a business, then I no longer want to do it. Like, I'm doing this for therapeutic fun. And last time I knitted was probably 6 or 7 years ago. So I have an abundance of yarn hanging around, and any crafter will tell you you can never have too much yarn. Like that's just not an option. That's not something that exists in the universe. So you know, if any of you want to make a donation so that I could get some more yarn, that would be awesome. But um so I got myself the next brand down from the Aldi Express. It's called the um Centro, Sentro, and I thought that I picked up the 48 pin Centro. I got the 40 pin Centro instead. So I'm a little upset about that, because the 48 pin just makes the hats a little bit larger. So it makes it like a medium large, where the one that I have makes it a small medium. But it's okay. And then I have this like really old vintage knitting machine that I make scarves on, and that thing is phenomenal. Like I think it's literally from 1974 or something like that. But I still have the original box that it came in and all kinds of other stuff. And my next door neighbor gave it to me right before she moved out, so I thought it was pretty awesome that it was a toy of hers from her childhood. She used to make Barbie doll clothes and stuff, and but it's by Mattel, and it's the knitting machine, and it's no knitting experiences needed. Knit granny circles in seconds. Create afghans, pillows, purses, shawls incredibly fast. And it's like, I don't know how you gotta go about doing all of that, but okay. Um, but yeah, it's like seriously vintage retro, straight up from the 70s, and like I would say late 60s, early 70s, based on the decor in the house. Uh, so yeah, I got my two knitting machines, and then I have a knitting loom, which is just a plastic circle with a bunch of pegs in it. And that takes me forever to sit there and make something. Where on my knitting machine, I can have an entire hat done in about an hour. If I do it by hand on the loom, it takes me about 3 days. So, yeah. And then in in splurging also, um, I decided that I was going to get myself a yarn ball maker. And what that does is it takes your log of yarn, otherwise known as a skein, and it wraps it around on itself and makes a ball, or a cake is what they call it. I don't know why they call it a cake, but whatever. Um, and it makes it easier to use your knitting and crocheting or whatever else. I wish we would have had one of these when I was growing up, because my biological mom's mother used to make us kids wind all of her yarn by hand. And it was like, it felt like it took 12 days to do it. But, we would sit there and hand wind it. Well, if we would have had one of these, we could have gone through 5 or 6 skeins in less than an hour. It takes me about 10 minutes per skein. And I've noticed that I've been getting about 3 of those cakes per skein. So that was, it's been pretty awesome. I've just been having a lot of fun just taking all the yarn that I have and turning it into these yarn cake things. And I haven't yet used any of them to actually knit with. I'm just kind of in this like, ooh, this is fun mode. Um, so yeah. Uh, with my ART therapy, we covered a lot of we actually did a full-on session today where we took a really negative memory and revamped it. And so part of me was like paying attention to the clinical aspect of it, and then the rest of my attention was on focusing on the light bar and rewriting this memory that I had. And so the original memory was that it was one of my biological mom being very aggressive with me and downright abusive. And we she had me rewrite that memory, like you're a director and you're directing every aspect of that memory, and you are in a sense rewriting the memory to take away the trauma. And she was I actually made her cry, which was kind of unique. Like anytime you can make your therapist cry, you're doing something right or wrong. But so yeah, we she was just surprised with how quickly I was picking up on these things. And I'm all, well, you know I'm picking up on it fairly quickly because I've always done this with my support system without really knowing that's what was going on. So I said, of course, I should be picking it up kind of quickly or whatever. But anyways, it was a good session. What happened afterwards, though? Oh, that was just beautiful for me. Like, it gave me all the closure and everything else that I needed. So, um, I ran into somebody who used to be a friend of mine, and uh, we were friends for well over 15 years, or about 15 years, and I'll just go as far as to say, like, the very first person that I became friends with that wasn't like part of my already existing family friend type people up here in Washington. So anyways, I was at the dollar store and I was looking for the totes for my yarn or whatever, and uh I saw this woman like keep looking at me out of the corner of her eye or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, it's just people being people, right? Well, as I went to walk by, I saw I saw her look at me out of the corner of her eye, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And I didn't even recognize that it was my friend, or the person who used to be my friend. Like, everything about her was completely different. She had changed her hair. She had like just done all these like modifications to herself. So her hair color is different. She started wearing glasses now. The only thing that made me realize that it was her was the tattoo on the back of her neck. And I was like, oh. And as I walked down the aisle, she like shuffled off really kind of quick and went the other direction. And I stood there for a second and I was like, you know what? No, you're going to go talk to her. And I was like, okay, we're going to go talk to her. Let's go talk to her. And I walked up to her and I met her on the other aisle and I said, hey, I wasn't ignoring you. It's just been a long time since I've seen you with blonde hair. And I want, it looks good. And I hope you're doing good. She's like, I am. I'm like, okay, cool. Talk to you later. And I walked away. And that was the interaction that I needed with her. That like kind of gave me closure. That gave me peace. I tried to talk to her during a funeral, and she was just really like standoffish and giving off like fuck you vibes. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it at the funeral because that's not what this is about. And my spirit, my whatever you want to call it, said, you know, you both love the Dollar Tree, so you're going to eventually run into each other here, and that'll be the time to do it. Well, we ran into each other at the Dollar Tree, and regardless of how she feels or felt about it, I took that opportunity to just talk to her. And it wasn't anything good, bad, or in between. It was just a quick, hey, wasn't ignoring you. Whatever's going on with you is what's going on with you. And yeah. So it's been a good day. I enjoyed the fact that I was able to have that kind of closure, and just how she reacted to me during that time period was just kind of like really interesting. Like, you know, you don't have your clique around you. And, you know, I don't know how I would have reacted had I known she was actually there, because when I came out of the store, I looked around and I didn't see her car anywhere. And so, you know, I would like to think, or I'd like to think that I would have still gone in and did the shopping that I needed to or wanted to do, regardless if she was there or not. But you know, it was just kind of a good closure. Like, you're not gonna take this from me, because you know our friendship meant a lot to me, and apparently nothing to her. The way that she just walked away from it, but it is whatever. So but afterwards, after doing all that, um I saw that there were some video games on the Facebook Marketplace, and it was one of the games that I've been wanting for a while, Mortal Kombat 11, and I've been wanting it for a while, and I've seen it for digital download, and I've seen it here and there or whatever. I've just never had the money, and today I just happen to have an extra 20 that I could throw at it. Now, should I have thrown that 20 at something else? Yeah, probably. But it was birthday money, and I never really spend birthday money on myself. I always buy things or pay bills or whatever else. So, um, they had the two games. The, it was $15 each, or two for 20. I was like, okay, I don't understand your math, but I'll go ahead and take the two games. So the other game is Lego Harry Potter, and it's two games on one cartridge. So you have years 1 through 4 and years 5 through 7. So you have the entire Lego Harry Potter trilogy all on one cartridge. And, you know, both of the games are usually anywhere between $40 and $60. So getting them for $20 for the both of them was pretty awesome. So it's just been a really good day, and I'm enjoying life right now and feeling good. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the background, and there's things that I have yet to talk about on my channels or on my blog. And there's stuff that I'm trying to figure out how to talk about. Uh, you guys know that I'm usually an open book, and that, you know, as being an open book or whatever, I tell you guys everything. But there's still some stuff that you don't know about me, and some stuff that I feel that I need to keep to myself for right now, but that may change. but yeah, for the most part, doing good, feeling good. Oh, and I had to go to the urgent care the other night. What was it? Wednesday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night. One of those. I think it was Wednesday, Tuesday. I don't know. Anyways, I stepped on something and it cut my foot open. And being a diabetic, I don't fuck around with my feet. And so I ended up going to urgent care and getting it fixed and worked on and all that other fun stuff. But yeah, it's healing up nicely. I had my niece come over, what was it? Tuesday night after our trivia match, and had her change the bandages on it and get it all fixed up or whatever. So it's healing nicely. And then today I had an ex-nurse look at it, and she said that for as new as the wound is, that it looked really good. So I was like, well, that's awesome. So yeah, so that's everything that's kind of going on in my life right now. And I think that's it for today's podcast update. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section down below. Shoot me an email, hellocupcakeitsme at gmail.com. If there is anything in particular that you would like for me to cover or talk about or what have you, that would be the way to do so. And until next time, guys, I will talk to you then. Don't add to the population, don't subtract from the population, and keep doing the best you can with what you have available to you. Bye, guys.
Hey everyone, did you know that there is a new exciting book coming out by the aspiring author Michael Peterson, called Carpe Diem Scroto 365 Daily Affirmations? This book is a daily affirmation workbook that has mental health writing prompts to help you navigate your day better. With funny and witty plain English humor, you will find prompts that ask you things like talk about a time that you needed support and didn't have it. What did you do to support yourself, and what tips and suggestions would you have for others who may be going through something similar? Each day, the affirmations help to reframe things so that you can get the best out of your day. And at the end of the day, there is a journaling section to write about the day's exploits. If you would like to learn more about this fabulous book, please visit the website www.cdsthebook.com. Again, that website is www.cdsthebook.com. If you have a podcast, radio show, or would like to book Michael for an engagement, or have him on your show, please send an email to cdsbook@gmail.com or look for the media kit and other booking information on the website.
Thank you so much for tuning in. You have been listening to Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast with your host, Michael Peterson. Please make sure to check back often as new episodes are released bi-weekly. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to send a message to hellocupcakeitsme@gmail.com. And until next time, stay happy, safe, and keep doing the best you can with what you have been given.